Good evening everyone. Welcome to the first practice lecture of vocabulary series. The last lecture that we did was the setting of the understanding of the concept of RAMSIR. In this lecture we will move forward and see how do we practice the RAMSIR at our place, right? So am I audible and am I visible? Am I audible and visible? Sachin, not visible. Yes, it's audible. Mani says, okay, good. Sachin, check your at your place, because I'm other people are saying that I'm audible and visible. Great, good. All good. Chalo, great. So, in the last lecture, in the last RAMSIR lecture, you would remember that we did the basics of RAMSIR. That what is RAMSIR and how do we make words or remember words in the RAMSIR way, or collect word in the RAMSIR way. As I was starting the session, I just saw someone writing that he has added over the course of the last 10-11 days 35 words to his kitty using this method. And I'm sure that if all others are also doing some of the stuff that we have discussed in our last class. So what is the agenda of today's class? Today's class's agenda, purpose is simple. We are going to learn 60 words in 60 minutes. Now how are you going to do that? We are going to do RAMSIR of 10 words. Now one word, you must remember that one word is not one word. It is around 6 to 10 words, associated words. Alongside the word, there are the root words, there are the synonyms and the antonyms, everything, right? Okay, so all of them together makes around 7 to 10 words. So minimum, if we consider 6 words per RAMSIR, we would do 60 words in this 60 minutes, in the next 60 minutes, right? So that's what we are going to, that's what our target is. Now when we say that roots and synonyms and antonyms, I have something to tell all of you. A lot of people have been telling me about not finding roots of words, and it takes a lot of time to find roots of words, right? Now let me tell you one thing, very simply, that is, out of the RAMSIR's RAM, root, meaning and root, and the association and mnemonic, I have told you earlier also that 2 or 1 out of 3 would do. So you don't need to find out roots of all words. As a matter of fact, today I have taken those words where roots would not be of much help to us, right? And that's why I've collected those 10 words where roots would not be of much help. So that you understand that even if you do not find roots and you don't have time to find out roots, you'll be able to do association and mnemonic. Okay, chala, great. So that was what we'll do today. Now the most important thing today is we are going to do what we are going to do is we are going to do the repeat activity in here. So for every word of RAMSIR, we are going to do the repeat activity. Okay, right? Women, we have already started. Don't be, once the session has started, it is already a part of whatever I am saying is a part of requirement. So don't panic. We have already started. Listen to me very carefully. Now, so when we say that we will do repetition today, now what do I mean by that? We will see in just a moment. Now before we see that, let me very fast recap our mother lecture, and the mother lecture says that RAMSIR starts with Ram and Sir. Now Ram stands for roots and meaning, A stands for Ram, R of Ram stands for root and meaning, A stands for associate, and M stands for mnemonic, right? Whereas S of Sir stands for synonym and antonym, I for implementation, and R for repetition. Now this repetition work is something that we are going to do today here. So I'll do all the other stuff. I'll do the R, I'll do the A, if there is a R or a or an M. I'll do the S and A and this I, but you will do the repetition part here today in the comments box, right? Okay, so as I have told you earlier also, 2 out of 3 or even 1 out of 3 in the RAM segment will do, but in the SIR segment you need to do all of them, the synonym and antonym part, the implementation part and the repetition part, right? So very fast we will see how would we make our vocabulary copy, because that's very important. Whenever I'll be giving you words and you're noting down those words in your copy, how are you going to do that? You're going to do that in this way: word 1, RAMSIR of that word 1, and then you keep a gap ready, then you write the word 2 and the RAMSIR of word 2, then again a gap, and then word 3 and the RAMSIR of word 3. So between 2 words there should always be a gap of 3 to 4 lines, blank lines, right? So we'll not save paper while it comes to the vocabulary copy. Okay, so shall we start? Yes, you will have to keep notes, Rajesh. You will have to keep notes, and we should, all of us should keep notes. So don't think that this is a lecture that's already there and we would not be making notes. While you make those notes, and especially when it comes to words, you remember them, you recollect them, because what we write with our hands is something that we remember. Okay, right? So ready for the first word of the day? Shallow. Very good. So the first of the day is inveigle. It's a verb. And today I have started doing this also, because last time you had been telling me, sir, what parts of speech is. Now this is so I have added the parts of speech segment also. Now inveigle verb, what do we mean by that? Let us see the RAMSIR. I'll do the RAMSIR first and then I'll ask for your repetition. Ram, the root and the meaning part. As I told you already, that most of the words that we will do today would not have roots which will help us a lot. So we'll directly go to the meaning part here. So inveigle means persuading by deception, or by cheating, or by coaxing, right? Or by flattery. Okay, so that's what the persuade by inveigle means. Now, how do we associate? I'll show you a association clip. Look at it. What is happening? See, what is happening here is that the mother, rather than using the rather than feeding the child, is feeding herself. Okay. So that's what it is happening, and that's what inveigle is. So the mother is inveigling her child out here. Okay, right now, and so let's see what is the mnemonic that we will be associating with it. Mnemonic: invigilator does not let you inveigle. Okay, so invigilator does not let you inveigle means that when there is an invigilator, what does he not allow you to do in an exam? He does not allow you to cheat. He does not allow you to get through methods of deception, right? So inveigle is deception, cheating, as Monica rightly has written out there in the message box. So what are the synonyms? The synonyms are coax, persuade, lure, manipulate, entice, beguile, cajole. Now all of these are in one way or the other synonyms of inveigle. Now when you say synonyms, that means that the it's not the exact meaning of it, right? It is in contextual references. These can be fit in, these words can be fit in the place of inveigle. Okay, that's what synonym means. I have already explained in the last class also. Now what is antonym? What are the antonyms of inveigle? Dissuade, discourage, liberate. All of these are the antonyms of inveigle. Okay, so let's implement it with a sentence. The implementation: Bhalal Dev and Bijjal Dev inveigled Shivagami into filicide. Now what does this mean? That Bhalal Dev and Bijjal Dev cheated Shivagami to believe that Bahubali was the villain, and asked her to pass orders of killing Bahubali. Now and filicide, as all of you know, is killing of one's child, son or daughter, right? So here Shivagami was committed filicide, or asked Katappa to kill Bahubali because she was inveigled by Bhallal Dev and Bijal Dev, right? Aman, filicide is to kill one's own son or daughter, okay, right? So that was implementation. Now I want you to repeat, that is, make a sentence with inveigle and post it in the comment box, or you can make a mnemonic also, post a mnemonic or a sentence in the comment box, so that the repetition happens here only. Now once the repetition happens here only, you see what will happen, this will become an actually where you are practicing implementing these words in your own sentences. So write down your own sentence or mnemonic in the chat box. I'll give you 1 minute for every repetition activity. Your 1 minute starts now. Repetition. Anyone who is able to repeat? I have given you the implementation part. Government employees, Govind has started. Government employees inveigle public in many ways. Very good, Govind. Gayur said we should not be inveigled. Gayur, try to relate it to a context or something, right? You would not remember sentences like that we should not be inveigled, or stuff like that. Sachin says she inveigled me that she really loves me after breakup. Okay. So Shashank, Modi inveigled the masses in the name of. I will ask you to keep it apolitical. Don't use political sentences out here. Steve Smith inveigled his teammates. Yes, correct. Intruder tried to inveigle you. We should not inveigle our parents for money. Most of the corrupt politicians Gayur, correct. Gayur, this would be good. You should not inveigle our parents for money. Manish says most of the corrupt politicians inveigle innocent public money. Then Indrajit, eagle inveigled the Phrygian. Okay, Indrajit says salesmen are always known to inveigle people, right? Shopkeeper inveigle the customer. Very good. CBSE officials inveigled by leaking board papers. Good. They inveigled each other for their own interest. Steve Smith inveigled the Cricket Australia. Great, very good. So Sushant, again, keep it apolitical. No political party's name, no political leader's name, or in that ways, or in critical ways, or in laudatory ways. Keep it not political in this session. Okay. Corrupt politician inveigled India. Yes, that you can say. Corrupt politician inveigled India. It's general. Okay. Now, chalo, next word now. Next word. Very good. I am very happy that you started repeating it, applying it. That's what we need to do. Now, the next word is cadaverous. Let's see. What is the answer? Rohit says Sita was inveigled by Marich. Very good. Nirav Modi inveigled some PSB banks, Prince. Okay, good. Chalo, let's move on to the next word now. Our time is up for this. Now let's move on to the next word, cadaverous. Now the RAMSIR of cadaverous. We will look at the meaning first. You see, in cadaverous, the root word is cadaver. Okay, so now the root word literally means a dead body. Okay, so I remember reading this word for the first time in the novel Frankenstein. By Mary Shelley. When Frankenstein's body was kept in the lab, it looked very cadaverous. Okay, so that's the first time that I read this. So cadaver means literally a dead body. Now cadaverous is an adjective. It means extremely pale, looking very sick or thin. Now all of these becomes cadaverous, the synonyms of cadaverous. And now let's see. the association of cadaverous. This is a pic that shows a cadaverous person, right? This person is, I mean, I don't have to tell you, the picture is saying the is shouting in 1,000 words, looking very sick, right? So what is the mnemonic? What can be a mnemonic to it? The mnemonic I created here was in Hindi. So pardon me if you know you couldn't understand, but you can create a mnemonic in any language for that matter, whether it's Hindi, Bengali, Tamil, Telugu, Gujarati, you know, Marathi, any language that you are comfortable with. Now the mnemonic here, cadaverous ko कोई दवा रास न आए. Now when I say कोई दवा रास न आए means no medicine works. Okay, so कोई दवा is no medicine works for the cadaverous person. So कोई दवा रास न आए जिसको वही है cadaverous. Okay, चलो. So let's see the synonyms and the antonyms. Synonyms: ashen, blanched, bloodless, haggard, pallid, deathly, emaciated, exsanguineous, and stuff of like that. Now please understand, now all of these words are good words. I told you, for each word you would get around 7 to 10 words. Now you see here I have given you more than 7-8 synonyms only, right? So the and they are all not very frequently heard words. Ashen, blanched, bloodless, less, does not feel anemic, haggard, pallid, deathly, emaciated, exsanguineous. Now all of these are very good words. Antonym: flushed, lively, full of life, rosy, right? All of these are antonyms of cadaverous. Now let me use it in a sentence. The Bengal famine of 1943, which was the result of the deliberate exploitation of economic resources by the British government, wiped out 5% of the then population and left millions of people in a cadaverous state, right? So millions of people, those who did not die, were in cadaverous state. They were extremely ill, they were very sick, right, and thin. If you go forward and look at the pictures of Bengal famine of 1943, you would, your heart would wrench at those pictures. Mothers who were emaciated, sitting on the dead bodies of their children, right? And it's heart wrenching. And that was, please and understand, this was because the British government did not plan for a food, some sort of, they needed money for their war, right, in World War II. So they did not plan for food in Bengal. So they exported everything for their armies and for England, and that caused the Bengal famine. So everyone in Bengal, or most of the people, the general public of Bengal, came into a cadaverous state. So when I say Bengal, that time Bengal was not West Bengal, that was West Bengal, East Bengal. You had this a part of Bihar, a part of Odisha in that Bengal province. That was Bengal province. Okay, right. Now repeat. Now make a sentence or a mnemonic with cadaverous and post it in the comment box. Okay, so Rohit has given a mnemonic: कहरा रस कैडावरस पीने के बाद बीमार थिन बन गया. Okay. Balaji says in Egypt cadavers are inside pyramids. Okay, cadaver is the dead body. Megha, due to old age my grandmother is looking cadaverous, not looking like cadaverous. Mehul, Nirav Modi went to exile and left PNB in cadaverous state. Good. Monica, I am worried about job, my health became cadaverous. Happy because of violence. Okay, the comments are moving very fast. Let me scroll up. I saw my friend after a long time, he was looking cadaverous. Old people are like cadaverous. The Syrian are in a cadaverous state. Good. With age, people become cadaverous. Sachin at Salman behaved as a cadaver after interval in Tera Naam movie. Good. ISIS is the reason for making so many children cadaverous in Syria. Very good, Prince. Due to high fever, Shushan looked cadaverous. Great. We should care about the cadaverous person. In Raniganj, the beggars are looking cadaverous. Everywhere beggars look cadaverous. That's their, what do we say? Core competence. During the reign of British, the Indian people were only alive, but they all were cadaverous. Generalistic, but okay. Application is okay. Due to huge intake of fast food, Rohit became cadaverous. How can you become cadaverous by intaking fast food? Because people say we become obese by intaking fast food. Nimisha. Bad atmosphere makes people cadaverous. Good, very good. Now, so we would move on to the next one. 1 minute I'll give you to write the sentence, and 1.5 minutes to discuss the sentences. Rajesh says Pulakesi is a cadaverous king. How come, Rajesh? Pulakesi was a cadaverous king, kya? And as I remember from history, he was a very strong king. Okay, shalom. Let's move on. Malnutrition, children are in cadaverous state. Good. British left India in cadaverous state. Good. Now, let's move on to the next word now. Calumny. The word is calumny. The ram of calumny would be meaning of calumny is a false statement about a person or organization to defame. Okay. So, the idea is that when you give small, false statement about people or an organization with the purpose to defame them, then it is calumny, right? I'll give you an example. Association. See, in one of the leading tabloids of the country, this was the headline. It said, "Fog hits IRCTC website, claims committee report." I mean, seriously, a fog hits IRCTC website, right? So, in the report they said that it was first time fog has been found in the website, right? So, you can understand the level of calumny there. So, it was a false statement. It defamed IRCTC, which was not right about it, right? Mnemonic, callous column of newspapers spread calumny. Callous column. Callous means something which is not done with care, callously, and in newspaper you have columns. So callous column of newspaper spread calumny, right? Let's see the synonyms. Slander, denigration. We did denigrate, right? Denigration, slander, defamation, libel. All of these are the synonyms of calumny. Antonyms: acclaim, adoration, accolade, stating, fact. These are antonym. If I state fact, then I'm being truthful. Therefore, it's calumny, right? It's opposite of calumny. It's an antonym of calumny. Okay. Implement. Ashish, I'll again request all of you to clear away from using political party's name and political people's name. Okay. Now, the advent of social media, there is a typo error here, there should be of. The advent of social media has instilled sense of competition in the traditional news channel. They now spread calumny under the garb of breaking news without repent. Right. So, I have used an element of satire here. You see, earlier, even if newspapers reported wrongly, they were afraid of it. But nowadays, without repent, they use it. Because and why? Because they are in competition with the social media. In social media, you have Twitter, you have WhatsApp, you have Facebook. Everywhere you would see false news, fake news coming in, trolling you, and making wrong assertions, right? And people get agitated with it by it. Now, with them in competition, the traditional news channel have also started spreading calumny. Yeah, and then they give it a garb of breaking news, and they do it without repent. Okay. Repeat. Make a sentence or a mnemonic with calumny and post it in the comment box. Indrajit, you obtain all synonyms and antonyms not by remembering them, but by going through them again and again, right? Okay, let's see. Mayank says we can see calumny among news channels nowadays. Yes, calumny of Pakistan towards India in UN always backfires. Very good, Rohit. Good sentence. Because of enmity, people start to give calumny about the adversary. Good. Sumit says statements made without checking facts often turns out to be calumny. Good. Definition of calumny, that is. Love is the most suitable response for calumny. Okay. You risk committing the sin of calumny. The calumny makes my Pakistan made calumnious statement. Okay, fake news causes a big chaos in society by creating calumny on sensitive topics. Karni Sena tried to calumnize Deepika Padukone for Padmavati. Calumnize it would not be a word. Tried to spread calumny about Deepika Padukone. Sandeep. Nowadays, for TRP ratings, media, okay. Calumny is as a noun, my dear friends. No, don't use it as a verb. It's a noun, right? So you can say spreading calumny. Okay. So nowadays, for TRP ratings, media is spreading calumny. SSC scam making calumny. Infosys whistleblower caused calumny for the organization. How Swati Infosys? It would not be used in that way. False statement. Or made a calumny of about the organization would be the correct use. Okay. In today's competitive environment, everyone is ready to give some calumny about oneself to defame others. Okay, great. Today's report regarding health issues is a calumny. Very good. Now, chaliye, let's move on to the next word. It's a noun. Yes, Gaurav, it's a noun only. Okay, so don't use it as a verb. Calumny of hypocritical politician. Now the next word is on the screen. Let's move on to the next word, and the next word is enamored. Enamored can be used as a verb and an adjective, both, right? So there are some words that can be used as a verb and adjective both. Now the root and the meaning. Enamored means in love, or to like something very much, right? The root word here is am or amor, right? And am and amor means love. Now what are the same root words? Let's see. Amorous, amatory, amenity, then amateur. All of these amateur, all of these are the same root words from amor. So amorous means feeling a strong sense of love, whereas amatory means a loving relationship. Amenity means the kind of stuff you will like to have with you, right? So amenity. Amateur is someone who loves to be novice in something, right? So that's what amateur is. Monica asks, yes, synonym, antonym also, put it in the notebook so that you would remember. Now that's the association. This is Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam. They were enamored. Salman Khan was enamored by Aishwarya Rai. Right? They had a blooming romance which their father did not accept to, which her father did not accept to. Right? So that's the association of being enamored. So this picture gives us a sense of being enamored. Okay. Mnemonic. Jab dil mange more, tab enamor. When you love something, what do? You ask for more. So when you love something, you ask for more of that. So that is what enamor means. Okay, right? So that's mnemonic. Now what are the synonyms and the antonyms? Enchanted, captivated, bewitched, enticed, infatuated. All of these are the synonyms of enamored. Okay. And antonyms? Disgusted, hated, disenchanted. Right. All of these are antonyms of enamored. Obviously, these are not all of the antonyms and all of the synonyms, and you don't need that. With time, you will be able to link one word with the another and create that this is a synonymous condition, and therefore this word is like that word. Okay, right? Now, the sentence with it would be implementation. The more than 3 generations of music lovers have been enamored by the singing of Lata Mangeshkar, right? So more than 3 generations of music lovers have been enamored by the singing of Lata Mangeshkar, right? So that would be implementation. Now now it's the ball is in your court. Repeat or give sentence. Ajay says mnemonics, Pepsi, Dil Mange More. Yes, very good. Sudarshan, tell me about the second root. Sudarshan, what is the second root? There is a prefix here n, but there is no second more root here, na? Right? So root is that one. I suppose you know this word would be, this would be amor. This would be amor. Okay. Okay, chalo, let's see. I am astonished at her enamoring beauty. Shashank, while you write it in your copy, write the name of the beauty there, then you will remember more. Okay, so Manish says I am enamored by CSK. Okay, Manish. Narcissus enamored with his was enamored with his own beauty. Who wrote it? Narcissus. Who wrote the Rohit? Very good sentence. Narcissus was enamored with his own sentence. I am enamored with her. Okay, Rajesh, don't post names here. Write the names in your copy only. He was enamored by her beauty. I am enamored with supercars. Good. Enamored by the work of Mr. Raghuram Rajan. Like implementation. It's Nitesh, make the sentence complete, na? Rohit, this was good. I am enamored by Audi. Enamoring one's profession brings success. I am enamored with Merit Shine Group. Thank you, Ajay. I was enamored to no, Mayank. This does not make sense. I was enamored to what? We should be enamored with our parents. Okay, I am enamored with Ratnavasa's class. Thank you, Rupesh. Make your personality that enamors everyone. That enamors everyone, है ना? Because you are using make megha here, so present would be used. Vishwajit, I am enamored by cricket, not enamored to play cricket, right? Akbar was always enamored at Birbal's weight. Good. During my childhood, I was enamored with cats. Okay, and some people are enamored by dogs. I am enamored by Sachin's batting style. Great, good. Shala. Manmohan, I am enamored by 3 pillars of Mauritian channel. Thank you, Manmohan. Chalo, very good. I get it that you have understood enamored. Very good. Chalo, next word, and that is. Ajay writes, nowadays teenagers usually get enamored by the beauty of opposite sex. Ajay, that is not nowadays. That happened from the start of this world. So that's nothing nowadays here in this. Arijit Singh is enamored by youngsters for his melodious voice. Very good. Chala. Good. And you see, I'll just come on the screen for one moment. You should always, write these sentences in some humorous tones. Try to, not always, but try to write these sentences in humorous tones. In that ways you will remember these sentences for a long period of time. You would not have to sense of remember that. Whenever you would see those words, it would strike you. Arey, this is the sentence where I had used that funny sentence, or that funny picture, or that funny association. Okay, right? Chal. Now. Happy, I'm sorry, but I might miss sentences because the sentences are going very fast. So if I'm missing someone's sentences, don't take it personally. It's just that you people are very good and you are writing very fast. So I'm sure that I'm not only missing yours, I am missing a lot of people's sentences. Okay, right? Chalo, let's enjoy it. Happy. Extirpate. The next word is extirpate. The meaning of extirpate is to destroy something, right? So when we say that I extirpated cockroaches, no, I destroyed cockroaches from my home. You can't extirpate cockroaches also. But essentially it's to destroy anything. Again I'll be Sunil, I'll be saying again and again that my missing your names are not intentional. It's just that things are moving very fast, which is good, na? You're writing so fast and it's moving very fast, so don't have to worry about it. Okay, chalo. let's move on to this one. So what are the roots? One of the root or the prefix root here is the x. X means out of. So what are the same root words? Exit, to move out; exceed, to go out of expectations; extend, then exclude. All have the sense of getting out, being out. Okay. So that's extirpate. Okay. Now I'll give you the association. So give me a laugh out loud if you feel this association is funny. Now that's an extirpate, right? Happy said it. Extirpate your extirpate. Mnemonic: extirpate your extirpate, right? So this is extirpate. You need to extirpate this, right? Right. So that's what extirpate is. So extirpate is to destroy this extirpate. So if you have extirpate, extirpate it through exercises, through what you say, through gymming or through dancing. Extirpate it, right? Shala, good. So that was, we have to extricate nahi Padma, it's extirpate, extirpate. A politician wants to extirpate the image of Virat Kohli by saying he is Desdrohi because he married outside. Okay. Chalo, we'll come to repetition later. Let me give you the synonyms and antonyms. Destroy, eradicate, eliminate, crush, extinguish, all of these are synonyms of extirpate, right? Then antonyms: nurture, support, to found something. I founded a company, let's say. So that's the opposite of extirpate. Destroying is extirpate. So founding becomes opposite of extirpate. The implementation: extirpating poverty should be the most important target of the government. So that's what the target of government should be, right? So destroying poverty, every government. Now it is repetition time. Let's see, what do you repeat? We should try to extirpate the dowry system. Yes, definitely, Jagriti. Rohit said the Indian Navy extirpated Somalian pirates. Good. Asif says connecting antonym. Okay. Today's technology extirpating mankind. Nakul says, Mayank, I extirpated negativity from my life. Swati, optimism extirpates pessimism. Extirpate is a verb. Okay. Virat Kohli extirpated Sri Lanka's bowling attack. Extirpate your over expectation. Rajesh says, now it's moving fast. Sashank, social media has extirpated the interpersonal relationship. Mayank, Mayank, you write your sentences, once or twice more, then I'll be able to read it. It's you are looking at the comment box. No, it's moving on fast, so I might miss it, right? I have only 2 eyes. Okay, so Salman extirpated Vivek Oberoi's acting career. Extirpating bad habits is pessimistic approach. Extirpate your inner corruption. Australian team extirpated Smith. Good. Getting no suitable job after engineering has extirpated many students. I have extirpated my bad habits. Very fast what? We should extirpate the negativity of our life. Good, Sumit. I was enamored after extirpating my fat. Good. 2 in 1. BCCI extirpated Smith. BCCI nahi re. It was the international board, not BCCI, Indian board. Extirpating the negative thoughts succeeded. New rule has extirpated many companies. Good. Extirpate negative people. Very good. So people, I want to extirpate my laziness. Kapil Sharma extirpated many people with his humorous style. So you're getting the idea, right? You're now getting the idea. How do you get to write these sentences? How to use these sentences? Mehul says, sir, you extirpated my comment. Kahan re? Where did I extirpate your comment? I did not extirpate. Extirpate means destroy your comment. So have I destroyed your comment? No, right? So extirpate means fort dalo. No, not fort dalo as such. Fort dalo is like yes, to destroy in one sense, right? But $4 is also sometimes to mean to achieve a lot, right? So in that sense, it is not $4. Okay. Russia's global image have been extirpated, are being alleged by the use of nerve agent. Okay, good. That was good, right? I want to extirpate my extirpate. Very good. Chalo, let's move on to the next word. All of you are doing very good till now. Let's move on to the next word, that is livid. Livid. What is livid? Nagasaki was extirpated by atom bomb. Yes. Now, the RAMSIR. First the meaning of livid. Livid has two meaning. One is the literal meaning. The literal meaning, the livid root word is also gives you a word called liver in English. Now so literally the color of livid means the dark bluish grey color. Okay, so that's the literal meaning of livid. But nowadays we use it figuratively. And what is the figurative meaning of livid? It means very angry, change in color of the face due to anger. Okay, right. So that's what the meaning of livid is. Now, association. Let me see. What is the association? Who is this? Yes, this is Golem. This is Golem. So this Golem he's so angry. This was the time when he showed anger, to Frodo in the cave, I suppose. So this is livid, being livid, very angry. Mnemonic. If as a student you will only live and drink. And when I say drink, I don't mean water. Okay, right? So if you live and drink, and your parents catch you, what would they be? They would be very angry. They would be livid. Okay, and if your father catches you, he would give you a good lesson of lifetime. Okay, so that's what living is. So if you get caught in your student life by living and drinking, you'd get a lesson of your parents being livid. Now, synonyms: furious, angry, irate, incensed, wrathful. Antonyms would be delighted, pleased, right? Okay, Gaurav, I can't stop this video because this is a GIF. This would go on. Okay, now, so synonyms: furious, angry, irate, incensed, wrathful, whereas antonyms are delighted, pleased. All of these are antonyms. Now, implement: at the death of Jay, Viru got livid or was livid with fury. Okay, so it would be either got livid, you can use both of them, got livid and rushed to kill Gabbar to avenge his friend's death, or was livid with fury and rushed to kill Gabbar to avenge his friend's death. Obviously, I am talking about Shole's Jay, Viru and Gabbar, right? So now it's repetition time. Ajay says, after seeing me drunk, my father became livid. Mayank, great. Okay. Nowadays, I am meeting people of livid nature. Yes, Mayank. Nowadays, people have become very angry in general. My college teacher was livid. Amit Kohli was livid with the umpiring in yesterday's match. Okay. The Indian public is livid with actions of Nirav Modi. My father got livid when he found that I had broken my vehicle's headlight again. Yes, Kohli was livid with umpiring. Temperature of Delhi makes me livid. Temperature of Delhi makes everyone livid. I was livid with anger after seeing so many strange questions in the exam. I got livid for a while. Yes, exams have a strange way of giving us such questions. Group of livid people has extirpated marriage ceremony. Okay, better link it to an event to your life or some thing which is very related to you. Hashtag livid Hulk. Yes, good. Hashtag livid Hulk. Power off makes me livid. Student got livid after SSC exam. I have never seen a livid face of Ratnava Saha. Thank you, Siddharth. Australian cricket board is livid with the action of David Warner. Very good. Yesterday high school students got livid with the maths paper getting, yes, that was very unfortunate. Students are livid with pattern changing in every shift. Kranti, meditation controls our livid nature. So Kranti, you'll have to put a nature out after that. Somil Virit Kohli, yes, this was already done. Psychology says livid people will cause cardiac problems. Okay, her face became livid by the lewd carrier. Rohini, other person living in our country used livid comments. I was livid when they didn't invite me in the party. We have livid smileys in WhatsApp. Okay, good. Livid nature makes us wild. Corruption in examination system made me livid. I got livid when my brother ate one extra momo. Hull gets livid unnecessarily every time. Manmohan, not only Hulk, I suppose in general, as a society, we are getting livid unnecessarily every time. We get see a Facebook post, we don't check, we get livid. We see a WhatsApp post, we get livid. Okay. So, this is something that we need to change. We need to first understand. I mean, I'm not saying to you, but I'm saying to everyone. We need to go back and see that, okay, this is something which very, important. To check news first and then go be livid. Okay. Now. Students get livid due to the SSC scam. Yes. Chalo. Good. We should do yoga to extirpate our livid nature. Yes. Now, let's move on to the next one. Quaint. India is livid by Pakistan's continuous violation of ceasefire. Yes. Correct, Avinash. Many people got livid at the time of demonetization. Good, right. Now let's move on to the next, that is quaint. Quaint is, yes, Divyank, you are correct. Quaint means meaning. Meaning is old fashioned, attractive in an old fashioned way. You see, quaint has two things to itself, to its meaning. One is attractive and one is old fashioned. If you are using quaint in a negative way, only use this old fashioned wala meaning. If you are using it in a positive way, you will use this attractive wala meaning, attractive in an old fashioned way wala meaning. Okay, right. So that is quaint. Now, when I say, let's associate quaint. Let's associate quaint with something, it is the age of smartphones, right? So, typewriters nowadays are quaint, right? Like in this video, the man says, keyboard, how quaint, right? So see, we are so have moved in these last 10 years so ahead of time. Within another 3-4 years, keyboards would really be quaint because they would be in museums. We normally nowadays most of us are moving towards touch screen devices. So this is quaint, right? Now, mnemonic, quite an antique. Quite an antique. Antique is old stuff, right? So, quite is used with what? Used with good. So, saying that it's quite good, right? So, quite an antique can be a mnemonic. Quite ka QU for quaint. So, if you look at these, QUANT. So, quaint, QUAINT. So, that's the mnemonic for it. Let's see the synonyms. Picturesque, charming, sweet, attractive, old fashioned, old world, all of these become the synonyms of quaint. Okay. Antonyms, ugly. Now, if I'm using it in the positive form, then in negative form it would be, in antonym it would be ugly. But if I am using it in an old fashioned way wala form, then it would be modern. Okay, then it would be modern, right? Normal, right? So what is picturesque? Picturesque is something which sometimes in our screen, I'll come on the screen. Sometimes in our while we are, our screen is in the mode of showing the wallpapers. Sometimes a wallpaper comes which looks so serene, so good, so calm, right, as if it's from another world, right? It's so calm and peaceful, right? So that's a quaint. Like for example, in Lord of the Rings, Bilbo's hobbit hole. Oh, that was quaint, right? They did not know about Dark Lord, they did not know about elves, they did not know about anything. They were so peacefully living on their hobbit holes. So that was quaint, right? Okay, so now implementation. Getting on your knees and professing your love is admittedly a quaint idea, but guys, women still love it. Right, so women still love the idea of their boyfriends getting on their knees and proposing to them, right? So it's quaint, it's old fashioned, but still it's popular, right? So now repetition time, your job on the screen, on the comment box. Asif says, my class 5 marks make me quaint and happy. Swati, not cliche. Cliche is something else, not exactly quaint. You in certain context, yes, cliche might be quaint, but it will not mean that. Okay, Amit, I can't work with this quaint laptop anymore. I need a MacBook. Tell your father that. Whenever I used to tell my father these kind of thing in my childhood, the responses had been very beautiful. Okay. Orthodox can also be synonymous or not? No, not orthodox. Orthodox would be synonymous in a very negative way. Newspapers are getting quaint with the advent of Kindle. Books are getting quaint, you can say. All of us are desperately waiting for Thanos as he looks quaint in the trailer. Okay. Her attire for party was a bit old fashioned, even though quaint. But Thanos, is Thanos, attractive in an old fashioned way? Okay, anyways, you might feel it. So, Kohinoor was one of the quaint jewels of India. Extirpating negative habits makes me quaint and in a mode. Wow. We quaint is not a verb. Quaint is an adjective, Sudarshan. So, we quaint with Chetak Bhai cannot be there, right? Amitabh Bachchan is a quaint personality. Mayank, attractive in an old fashioned way. Maybe, if you can contextually put it. People think I am quaint in nature when I listen to classical songs. Very good. That's perfectly fitting. Our parents are quaint when they say about arranged marriages. Our grandparents still carry themselves in a very quaint and traditional manner. Quaint antics can never be outdated. Hindu god sculptures are quaint. Mnemonic. Rohini says, I saw the ants which are moving in a QE. Nowadays QE is old fashioned because no time and ants nature is attractive. Okay, that's a good one. Kashmir is quaint for its snowfall. When snow falls, I am quaint nahi hoga Pankaj. I am old songs are quaint, you can say, right? They are Rafi's song, Kishore's songs are quaint, you can say that. My uncle have a quaint vintage car, right? His quaint nature makes me angry. Maybe, though Taj Mahal has been built many years ago, but yes, Taj Mahal is the perfect example of being quaint. It's attractive in an old fashioned way. Offline exams are quaint. Yes, Vicky, correct. Offline exams are nowadays quaint. Sari is a quaint outfit nowadays. Okay. My uncle have a quaint vintage car. I have already read that. By a grandparents. Okay. Chalo. Now we are repeating. My sister's quaint nature make me livid. Chalo. Good. Let's move on to the next. Endearment. Oh, there is a big one. Saket says, when I see the girl, I am enamored by her beauty, and I start to change my cadaverous body by going to gym daily. But my friend told a calumny that she had inveigled her ex. I am also changing where you are wrong. I was livid by his slanderous nature. Good. Just look at the verbs and do it. Okay. Konarak is a quaint place in Odisha. Wow, good. Chalo, let's move on to endearment. Endearment is a word of expression used to show affection. Okay, so that's the meaning of it. That's the meaning of endearment. Now, association. I'll associate endearment with one of the most lasting images of silver screen, across countries, across ages, and that's this one. This is an endearing moment, right? Endearing moment. Wow, I made a rhyming word. Endearing moment. This is a moment of love, right? Okay, and this moment of love, or this picture of love, has endured ages. This movie was 25 years back, 26 years back this movie came, but this image is still an image that speaks volumes about love, right? So mnemonic, dear. See, the word dear, itself is an endearment. Now endearment is a word or an expression with which we show affection. For example, our mothers give names to us. Now when our mothers give some very funny names to us, we love that name, obviously, but our friends make fun of that. But that's endearment. That's our mother love for us. So within that one word, her whole love is there, right? In that particular word. Now, so that's endearment. Now let's look at the synonyms here. Affection, fondness, tenderness, these are the synonyms. Okay, antonyms would be dislike, hate, and all the other antonyms that we did with hate. Implementation, I'll give you an implementation. Saurav Ganguly was not only a captain but an elder brother for his teammates. That's why the endearment Dada fits him so well, right? So this gives you people used to call Saurav Ganguly Dada with love, right? His teammates used to call him Dada with love. So that was an endearment. It was a word to express their respect and love to Saurav Ganguly, right? So that was. Repeat. Now repeat. Let me see how you repeat it. Rohini has given a mnemonic. When I will see my dear, I can never forget that moment. Very good. Dear moment, endearment. Very good. I gave the interview in an endearment way. नहीं Rishabh, in endearing way होगा. Endearment is a noun, okay? You cannot use it in an adjective way. Sir, I was infatuated with her endearment nature. वाह मयंक, मेरा वाला use कर दिया. Very good. चलो good. My girlfriend's beauty has caused an endearment in me. Okay, I missed endearment of my grandfather fit नहीं बैठ रहा है. अच्छा, endearments of my grandfather, ठीक है, it can fit. We can't forget our endearment towards Tom and Jerry, Pokemon and Scooby-Doo. See, endearment is not love. It's a word or an expression to show love. Okay, so it's not love as such. Okay, so please don't mix up it with love. It's yes, endearments, we can use it synonymously with affection, love and fondness, but please let's use it with a word or an expression to show love. Then it would be best as of now. Obviously you can use it in many ways later on. I expressed my endearment to a girl but she got livid. Okay, the word Babu is a prodigy of endearment. Prodigy क्यों? Example of endearment होगा ना. Sir, your endearing way of teaching, Sinjini, it would be endearing way of teaching. Bagman is an endearing movie. Yes, princess may be a term of endearment many parents use for their daughter. Very good, Ramya. Maybe whatever the situation is, my mother's endearments make me happy. My cousin's endearment made them call me Junu. Okay, good. The endearment, as a matter of fact, this is a very good example of Junaid. He said that put your own endearing names out there. So your mother or your father or your brother calls you something, right? So that is the endearment for you. Dronacharya's endearment towards his son made him blind towards the right or wrong. Okay, endearment by girl changes drug addicted person into normal and successful person. Mothers show their endearment, but sometimes it is tough for us to do the same, right? my endearment for technology. Again, you are using it directly as a meaning of love. Don't do that. The endearment Bapu was apt for Mahatma Gandhi. Correct. Rohit, very good. The endearment suits always to the students. I am very much endeared with the beauty of the girl. I cannot forget her because of the strong endearment between me and her. Okay. Attraction. So, Kalptar, you are using it in a sense of attraction, which is not exactly fitting. Okay. Chalo. Yes, dogs and pets have a style of showing their endearments. They give you so much love by licking and jumping when you come back home, right? Okay, chalo, that was good. Let's move on to the next word. The next word is skullduggery. Devendra says, sir, your smile is like endearment. Thank you, Devendra. Skullduggery. Now let's move on to the next word. That's skullduggery. What is the meaning of skullduggery? Dishonest way to achieve name is skullduggery. Right. Now, the first word was inveigle, right? Now, inveigle is related to skullduggery, but they are not exactly same. Okay. So, skullduggery is used for larger context, and inveigle is cheating, right? Whereas skullduggery is deceiving people in a much larger scale. So, I'll give you association. For example, this is the association. I mean, I could not give you a more apt example than this. There was, the bowler. This is one of the earlier videos of the bowler Bancroft. Okay, now this is one of the earlier videos, and this is the press conference that they gave day before yesterday. Now after these videos came live day before yesterday, people were saying that this is not the first time Bancroft is doing this. They have been doing it earlier also, right? So that was the association. So that was skullduggery. Skill to deceive. Now, how do we make a mnemonic? Skill to deceive. So, skill is closer to skull there, and D for deceive. Skill to deceive. Like if I give you egg curry and there is no egg, there is only curry. Okay, there is no egg, only curry. Then it means skullduggery. Then I am cheating you. Then I'm using skullduggery. Okay, so skill to deceive, like no egg, only curry, is skullduggery. Now let's see the synonyms. Deception, artifice, chicanery, gamesmanship, subterfuge, trickery, legitimate. All of these are skullduggery, right? What are the antonyms? Candor, guilelessness, sincerity. All of these becomes the antonyms to this. Unscrupulous, Junaid, is not exactly synonymous. It's close but not synonymous. Let's get a sentence. When players like Steve Smith and David Warner resort to skullduggery, cricket fans across the world get disappointed, right? And that's true, na? I mean, bearing the fact that they were Australians, but there are so many people who liked Smith and Warner, and they resorted to such skullduggery. We become so disappointed. Now, repetition time. Let's see. Repetition time. Whittle says, many students find skullduggery ways to get a job. Yes. Shopkeepers often do skullduggery to maximize their profit. Yes. In order to pass an exam, sometimes students start skullduggery with parents. Skullduggery actor, ये क्या है आसिफ? Magician uses skullduggery to fool the audience, right, Sandeep? Very good. Sachin says, Vibhishan skullduggered Ravan for a good cause. Is it okay? It is okay, but yes, it's okay. It's okay. People nowadays skulldugger to achieve or do skullduggery to achieve their goals. Okay, Shakuni Mama was the skill of skullduggery. Okay, they won the match, but it was noticed as big skullduggery. Rich people use skullduggery to make their children to get their children into SSC. Junaid. Okay, not make their children into SSC. Politician takes oath to do work and serve faithfully, but do skullduggery. People do skullduggery to cow money. Okay, good. His skullduggery nature costed him his bank job. Then one should not opt skullduggery ways to achieve success. I hate skullduggery nature in people. Malaya used to do skullduggery to build his assets and enjoyed it. Vijay Malia. Okay. Politicians nowadays use skullduggery ways to get votes from poor. Politicians always use skullduggery ways to get votes. Anyways, nowadays in banks, many business people take skullduggery, use skullduggery to get money. Okay, Nirav Modi uses used skullduggery to get money from PNB. Yes, milkman does skullduggery and mixes when he mixes milk and water. Chalo, very good. Chalo. So that was skullduggery. Next word, let's move on to the next word, and that is slake. Tanuja says banking exams become so difficult nowadays, sometimes skullduggery methods comes to mind. Hold on, Tanuja, don't do that. You see, have belief in yourself. You don't need to do that. Okay, right? Sure. Let's go on to slake now. Slake has the literal meaning of slake is to drink until getting satisfied. Okay, so that's what slake means. Figuratively, I will use it in a sentence. I will use the figurative way. Association. Now see this. He is so thirsty. He is just drinking the whole stuff. Right. Okay. So this is what slake is. Now mnemonic. Drink a lake. I'm so thirsty that he's so thirsty that he drinks the lake. Right. He can drink so much. He can drink huge amounts of water. So he will drink till satisfied. So slake. Now synonymous are no. Thirst is not synonymous to slake. Asif. See the synonyms: quench, satisfy, sate, satiate, assuage. These are the synonyms, right? Antonyms: disappoint, ruin, dissatisfy. All of these are antonyms. Like for example, implementation. Hitler's victories did not slake his lust for power, rather they worsened it. Rather the victories worsened his lust for power. So it increased his lust for power. It did not satisfy his lust for power, right? So that's the implementation of slake. Is it clear? It does not satisfy his lust of power, satiate his lust of power. It increased his lust of power, right? Now repeat. Don't worry, this is the last word. We will move on to the concluding part after this word, after this repetition. Okay, drunk man can always slake. नहीं, मनोहर इंडस्ट्री slake from river. मिसमैच हो रहा है, थोड़ा सा सोच के लिखो. My friend slaked in my birthday party. हाँ, हो सकता है. In humidity of Delhi, one always feels slake. Okay, a slake is a verb. Okay, don't use it in noun form, Mayank. While listening Daru Badnam song, get slake and enjoy the party. Okay. Then no one can be asked with lust of wealth, slaked with a lust of wealth as it aggravates. Good, Junaid. Slaking after being thirsty for a long time is an underrated feeling. Virat Kohli's century did not slake his desire for more runs. Very good. I love to slake till the last drops of Coca-Cola. He was not able to shake his thirst for money after getting into glamming. Good. Chalo. Until we slake, until we are near, Priyanka, near but not exactly. Sachin Tendulkar slaked throughout his life for runs. Good. Chalo. So that was the last word. Now what do you need to do? What you need to do is this. So these were the 10 words. So we did those 10 words of RAMSIR, and we did more than 60 words alongside them with synonyms, antonyms, and stuff like the roots. Roots were there for only 2 words, but we did a lot of words associated with them. And it is what? It is now 1 minute. This is running for 1 minute 10 seconds. Now in 1 minute 10 seconds, that is 70 minutes, we have done more than 70 words. So that's something. Now hold on to it, and in every class, and even if there is no class, go to do it by yourself at your own place also, right? So what you need to do is, don't mug up dictionary meaning, okay? Learn the usages like in implementation, then use the learned words in your own writings, okay? So use those learned words in your own writings and join me in these practice classes, right? And lastly, but most importantly, read a lot. Read a lot, and in doing these 3-4 things, you will become very good at vocabulary, amazing at vocabulary. Okay, right? Sure. So that would be all for today. Thank you, Surbhi. Thank you. See, the next session, in the next session, when will be the next session? Next session will be next week, as I promised you last week that I will do a session this week. Similarly, next session will be next week. Date, just log on to our Facebook group and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You will get notification, and in our Facebook group also you will get the notification of information of the live classes. Not only these live classes, all the live classes that we do, or the recordings that we post. Okay. Okay. So as I told you, Junaid, keep yourself posted through Facebook. Keep yourself connected to us through Facebook and YouTube, and you'll get to know about our next classes. Okay. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. So that will be all for today. Bye bye, and all the best.